on in the locker room, how he goes through his drills. He's young. I mean, he's a young quarterback, and I'm sure this is overwhelming for him. Everything happens at a different speed in the NFL.
Yeah, I think you have to be fair with Lamar. You know, it's something a general manager in the NFL told me something years ago. There's more than one way to win. Okay, Peyton Manning, you can throw 45 times. Open up the playbook. Alex Smith, Blake Bortles, I got to protect you a little bit. Blake Bortles, I want you throwing 24 times with a great running game. I think Lamar is one of those guys. I don't see him as a guy when I watch him throw, his accuracy. I don't see him as a guy that I can say, hey, it's 3rd and 9, we have no running game. They know you're throwing. But I do think you give him a big wide receiver, he can save you on some big throws downfield. You give him a running game so he can throw a little bit on play action. So the linebackers have to be honest. I think we have to be fair with Lamar. There is more than one way to win as a quarterback. Now, you played with Vince Ferragamo at one point, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay, Vince is a guy you could throw 35 times.
He could throw it, right.
But you probably play with quarterbacks. You played with Jeff George. He had a big arm. I'd rather Jeff throw fewer times because I don't trust his judgment. Right?
Jeff had a big arm, but Jeff wasn't coached right. But that's a whole nother subject. I'll say this. I'll say this much here. As far as winning, you look at Doug Flutie. You like, if you didn't know anything about him, like him. But could Doug Flutie win football games? Most definitely, some of the biggest football games. Lamar Jackson. I think when you look at him, he looks like an athlete. When you see him, he looks like like an athlete. But he can be taught accuracy. It's certain things you can't be taught. I mean, and certain things you can be taught. He can work on his accuracy, like a basketball player. LeBron James working on his outside shot. You can work on certain things. If you don't have the knowledge or the know-it-all, how to process a defense and when you walk to the line of scrimmage and know what you're looking at, then there's a problem because he has the athleticism. It depends on, and I really believe that Oz is going to give him exactly what he needs in Baltimore to make him successful. Now, I'm not going to say he's going to be Aaron Rodgers or nothing like that, or Tom Brady, but you never know.
You believe he can work on his weakness?
I really believe he can work on his weakness, and the thing is that he's a hard worker because that was one of the questions he said, Eric. He's a very dedicated young man. He comes in early, so and that says a lot. If you put work into your craft, it's going to show on the field.
All right, so Baker Mayfield, I said this. If you're a number 1 pick at quarterback, okay, you don't have to be as good as John Elway. I'm not saying that. But you either have to give me Cam's dynamic presence, Stafford's arm, Jared Goff, when you watched them last year, his efficiency. Mm-hmm. When I watch Baker, I'm like, he looks small, and I don't see a lot of wow there.
So is Drew Brees.
No. But when I watch Drew Brees, I see throws, and I think, wow.
Because you've seen it for a while. When he first came out, no, you didn't say wow.
Have you ever seen Drew Brees' rookie tape?
Yes.
San Diego?
He had some. He had some wow. He had some, what is he looking at?
So what do you, when you saw Baker last night, what are your impressions?
You know what? I like Baker from the beginning, and I liked him because I like his intangibles. I like his leadership qualities. I like the way the guys respond to him when he comes on the field. As a football player, you got to understand, this is all hype. It's all hype. When your guy comes on, come on, dog, come on. He gets his team excited. He's accurate. I think they need that leadership in Cleveland right now. Since 1999, the Browns have had 29 quarterbacks. I mean, you hoping this is the guy, but, the throws he threw last night, I mean, the one he threw to David Njoku, I think it's over there, David it was right there, or it was intercepted, or it was knocked down. And then went through to Callaway, perfect. I mean, that's you can teach that, but you can't teach it. You could tell for him, it's just natural. It's what he does.
No. He's an accurate thrower of the football. I've never thought he's a bust.
What you want? You don't have an accurate thrower, a guy with a big arm.
No, but Drew Brees was a 2nd-round pick. Russell Wilson was a 3rd-round pick. We're comparing him to guys. Baker's a number 1 pick. Eric Dickerson's are number 1 picks. Okay, Anthony Munoz, that looks like a number 1 pick. Javon Curse looks like a number 1 pick. You got to give me a lot of wow if you're number 1, because I'm paying you like a number 1.
Yeah, but you want to play like a number 1 pick. You might not always look like a number 1 pick. I'm sure I can't think guys right off the top of my head with number 1 pick like, wow, he was the number 1 pick. But you want him to play like a number 1 pick. Last night, he played like a number 1 pick.
Oh, come on.
What do you want? I mean, he gave you 2 touchdowns and 2 great passes.
He was 3 and out against the ones.
Is that his fault?
Yeah.
No. It's called a football team. Come on, it's a team.
So you're really on the Baker.
I like Baker. I think this pick was good for the Browns. Look, if you weren't the most talented guy in the draft, I think you went with Josh Rosen. To me, as a quarterback, that's who I like over Sam Darnold. That's who I'd have picked.
Well, yeah, Josh Rosen.
If you say the most talented quarterback, you go with him. I mean, if you want a guy that gives you stuff off the field, also as a leader and a winner, boom, that's your guy. I mean, I think he fits Cleveland better than Josh Rosen or Sam Darnold. He looks like a Cleveland guy. It's a guy that no one has ever given him anything.
By the way, Cleveland's got cold weather and they play outdoors. All the small guys they've drafted, Cody Kessler, Brandon Weeden. If you go back and look at their quarterbacks, the small guys have struggled. To me, if you look at northern weather, who works? Ben, Flacco, Aaron Rodgers' arm, Matt Stafford's arm.
Aaron Rodgers' arm, because Aaron's not that tall now.
But when you're playing outdoors in cold weather, he's got an accurate arm. He doesn't have a cannon.
Oh, you want the accuracy. That's what you're looking for.
But the bottom line, when you play outdoors in cold weather, that's why Teddy Bridgewater, I always said, bad pick for Minnesota. I like Teddy. Teddy's not a northern quarterback. Matt Ryan, by the way, works in a dome.
Dome, right.
Okay, Matt Ryan works in a dome, and then is in the games out of Atlanta or in a dome in New Orleans and in usually warm weather Carolina. When you go to this north, you go up north. You better have a guy that can throw the ball through wind and rain and sleet.
Now, what's going to happen when this guy comes? If he becomes real successful, you going to eat those words?
Well, then he can come after me and rip me. You guys, you rip me all the time anyway. Eric, I bring you on and you rip me all the time anyway.
I give you my opinion. It's not my opinion.
All right, Eric Dickerson. Coming up next, I think it's the silliest thing. Honestly, I think it's the silliest thing in American sports, and we'll talk about it coming up next. And I saw it again last night. Absolutely ridiculous. Listen, you're getting ready for a long drive, right? You decide, it's August, mid-August. You want to go on a staycation, a couple hours away. You pull into the shop, get an oil change, and you got a sensor light out, and it's $800. There goes your vacation, your staycation. CarShield.com is what you use when your warranty is done. And warranties run out 2 and 3 years. CarShield.com provides 24/7 roadside assistance, rental car while yours is being fixed, and it's all for free. Save yourself thousands in future car repairs. Get covered by the ultimate in extended vehicle service protection. You either call 800-CAR-6100 and mention HERD. That's 800-CAR-6100 and mention the code HERD. Or go to carshield.com and put in the code HERD. In both instances, you save 10%. CarShield.com, a deductible mail.